Welcome back and welcome home to the Choir Imperfect. For anyone just joining us, my name is Pace Randolph and I create choirs of hundreds to thousands of my fans and followers, and they feature on my music under their own artist name, the Choir Imperfect. We're writing and recording my debut album together from scratch with the goal of having 100,000 voices singing on the album by the time it's finished. So if you'd like to get involved and have your voice on Spotify forever, just DM me the word choir on any social media platform and we'll get you in. So last week I asked you guys for lyric ideas to help us write the end of the first song on the album, Thunder in the Dark. Now here's a little refresher on how the chorus of that song sounds. Like rain and stormy weather, so this when we're together, I've hopelessly been blinded by your lightning from the start. All right, so you get the idea. Now, I want to thank everybody who emailed in, messaged, commented, all your lyric suggestions. I appreciate it so much. I love you guys for it. And since we're kind of making this up as we go along, it took me quite a while to go through the ideas, and I had them all in a big sheet and kind of figure out how to put them all together in a way that honored as many of you as possible, while still making sense with the song and the story we're trying to tell on the album. So here goes. Now, the brilliantly named Roblox Airport came up with this idea. He said, my idea is for most of us to have a couple of seconds of a solo each, and then the choir all comes in together. Kind of like a call and response, right? Which I thought was a brilliant idea, but I really want to have this moment where the choir is building and harmonizing together in a big way. So I took this call and response idea and ran with it. What if the choir stuck to a repeated line, like a mantra, which is way easier to record? If we're going to have hundreds or thousands of people recording this, it needs to be somewhat simple. And then as a response to the choir, I'll be singing lines that are inspired by the lyrics you've suggested. So as I said, I spent a long time going through the lyrics and ideas that you guys have put forward. And after kind of distilling all those emotions, I put together this line that I think kind of represents what we're about. And it goes like this. Does this storm end? Do I endure? And it'll be a question, but it will change towards the end, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. For now, I'm going to go through all the ideas that inspired the response lyrics. So first up, we have Ser Abadi, who came up with something brilliant, which was, hey Pace, hope it's not too late for ideas. I was listening to your reel again, and these words popped into my head. With clouds so thick inside this storm, is my heart beating? I'm not sure. With clouds so thick inside this storm, I'm still here, the beat goes on. I hope this helps. Can't wait to hear what people come up with. Ser, this is so tasty. I'm in love with the line, is my heart beating? I'm not sure. Keep that in your mind. Hold on to that. Then Olive said, I wish I could have seen your face one last time. Speaking of someone who passed away. And Eva Martinson said, she can still see the despair in my father's face after he told her of her auntie's passing. I thought that was a really powerful combination of wishing and hoping to be able to see someone one last time. I mean, we've all had that. And then the flip side of that is not being able to unsee the face of someone going through something like that. So again, hold on to these. It'll all make sense in a bit. Then Jordan Miller got in touch on Instagram and said, it's like fighting in a war. Now, I thought that was a really cool concept to play with. So again, it's going in there. Then we have Gigi Wild with Alone in the Cold for So Long. Now, Gigi wrote me a really long and beautiful message, and we'll touch on some of that in a little bit. One of the lines that stuck out for me was this, just the imagery. The appropriately named I Need Therapy on TikTok messaged me. I don't know what your real name is. Please let me know. It said, I'll get up and I'll get warm. So almost in like response to that, I've been so cold for so long, need to warm myself up. And then we've got a combination of ideas from Cameron Lynch, Heather Reynolds, and Gigi Wild again, who all played with this idea of like not having the strength to carry on, but I won't lay down. I can carry on. Again, it'll all make sense, I promise. And finally bringing it back to Eva Martinson and her story of a family member taking her own life, her auntie. I thought it would be a beautiful idea to defiantly state the will to be alive, the will to stay alive. And I think that would be a very powerful way to open this album. And by now, I'm sure you're all thinking, what the hell is going on? You're just throwing all these ideas at us. How is this? Doesn't make any sense. How's it going to work in this tiny section of one song? Well, let me explain. Let me play it for you, but I will ask that you imagine that the line that's repeated is building and building, and there's more voices, more layers, more harmonies being added each time that it's sung. But here it goes. Does this storm end? Do I endure? Am I still beating? I'm not sure. Does this storm end? Do I endure? I see your face and that's my word. Does this storm end? Do I endure? You left me cold, I can't get warm. Does this storm end? Do I endure? Can't hold on but won't let go. When this storm ends and I endure, they will not find me on my floor. When this storm ends and I endure, I won't fall anymore like rain and stormy weather. So And the chorus goes on. Boo! Choir's in. Huge moment. There you have it. So as always, these aren't final ideas. Some of these lyrics will change. I want to get your feedback and we can kind of constantly be workshopping this until we get to recording. So drop comments, send me emails. I want to feel what you guys are thinking. Now, since we can't spend all damn year writing one song, we got to think about what happens next. We're in Act 1, which is about loss. And we've also got this idea of letter writing and diary entries to play around with, if you guys remember. So I thought I would continue this thread and play around with maybe the idea of the next song being us finding a note or a letter from the person who's just departed. Now, as I mentioned earlier in this video, I had a beautiful message from Gigi, and I'll read a bit of it now. Now, to give context, and I'm sure she won't mind me sharing this, Gigi has been battling with a terminal neurological disorder for many years. There's many parts of this story which are very touching and moving for me, but this was very powerful. So when I'm having a good day and feeling well, I grab a tissue box, pen and paper, and I write my daughter a letter that she can open on her birthdays and special occasions for all the ones that I will miss. Yeah, it's pretty heavy stuff, but I think it's, I don't know. Man, sorry. So what I'm going to ask now is quite sensitive, especially if you're someone who has dealt with or experienced maybe someone you love taking their own life. But if anyone has experiences with maybe reading a letter from someone who has passed away or finding something that they've written after the fact, I would love to hear from you, whether that's you just sharing the experience, what it was like, maybe specifics. But I kind of don't want to go into this part of the song or this song without some more meaningful and more specific context with which to draw inspiration from. So if you guys over the next week or so could start shooting that through, preferably as soon as possible, because I'm going to start writing this next song, and the more I can get from you guys, the more help I can have, the better. And as always, please invite your friends, your family, share it with your network. I'll put the links in the video description, also the emails you guys are being sent. The more the merrier. Let's build this community. And for everyone else, please support each other in the comments. Message me with any thoughts you may have, and stay tuned for the next update, which will be the start of song number 2. I love you all very much. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Big kiss.